Although the Mets wouldn't achieve success on the field until 1969, the building of their championship team actually took place in the 3 preceding years. Cleon Jones, perhaps one of the best hitters the Mets ever had, graduated from the farm system to become a regular fixture in the outfield in 1966, the same year that Jerry Grote arrived in a trade with the Houston Astros. Grote gave the Mets the man behind the plate they had sought for years, and endured for a dozen seasons as one of the league's top defensive catchers. Then there was Bud Harrelson, the smaller-than-life shortstop, who himself became a starter in 1967, another one of the Mets' homegrown talents.
I felt that when more players like myself would get to the big leagues, we would show people that we were an organization on the move, an organization building from the foundation up.
That foundation became even more solid with the addition of Tom Seaver in 1967. Seaver had become a Met when the team picked his name out of a hat in a special draft a year earlier, and almost immediately took over as the Mets' #1 pitcher. Seaver won 16 games in '67 and was named the Rookie of the Year as the Mets slowly built a winning team.
I think I was just part of a group of young players that came along to the Mets at one time and really changed their fortune. The biggest factor, of course, was when Gil Hodges came over in 1968. That was the one thing that turned the organization around.
Gil seemed to come in with a set plan and some enthusiasm about what we could do to win. And I think that was conveyed to the players, and we took on his confidence in us.
The same year Hodges took charge as the Mets manager, Jerry Koosman became the team's top left-handed starter. Koosman had been close to being cut in each of the 2 previous seasons, but by '68, he was pitching at Shea.
I pitched the opener. The first inning had bases loaded with nobody out, and Willie Mays is the hitter. I remember saying to myself, you know, what's a farm boy from Minnesota doing in a fix like this? But anyway, ended up striking Willie Mays out and popped up Jim Rehart to Jerry Grote, catcher, and struck out Jack Hyatt, and we went on to win 3-0. And in New York, in front of a full house, it was very pleasing to start the season off that way, both, I think, for the players and the fans.
1968 was also the first year fans at Shea were able to enjoy Tommy Agee. The Mets acquired Agee in a trade with the Chicago White Sox to play center field. And although he had a bad start at first, Hodges stuck with him, and Agee eventually straightened out. The Mets and their fans might not have realized it at the time, but all the pieces were in place for the most amazing year of all.